Love music, love life, love travels, and you are welcome to Fantastic Voyage right here on Smooth 98.1. Yes, it's that time of the day and the show that we get into discussing festivals, destination, events, vacation, and everything that you can think about when you just want to plan an escape from this adult life. That's what we do every Friday from 2 till 2:30 right here on Smooth 98.1. My name is Oluwaseun. Olusegun. And last week we were talking about a number of festivals that you can be a part of and then use that as an excuse to either explore the city, the state, the town, or the country itself. We talked about the blooming daisies in South Africa. We even talked about the Bola Festival right in the city of PH or Pitakwa, like they call it. Now let's talk about what happens in Osun Osogbo and some other parts of Nigeria. It's about festivals out of Nigeria and some of the culture. And I'm not going to be exploring it alone. I do have the Chief Explorer who joined me last week and we're still exploring for this week. You can catch us on YouTube. That is youtube.com/smooth981FM Lagos. And my name is Oluwaseun Olusegun. Of course, I'm not the Chief Explorer at TravelWithSamGlobal. He is the Chief Explorer at TravelWithSamGlobal, and he is Sam Adeleke. Hi, hi.
Hello, Oluwaseun. Hello, Lagos. Hello, Nigeria. Hello, Africa. Let's get on this fantastic voyage. Come on.
So this is the part where you're supposed to greet in a language, in, I don't know, any kind of tongue or language.
Okay. Ekaso, Eyitemi, Inakwana, Undo. Oh my God.
Just don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Enough. Ceasefire. Because what? Oh, wow. How has it been, though, in the world of tourism? What's the latest? Any updates? Any gist? What's going on? What are the things? I mean, aside what was making rounds that was debunked about the visa costing a number
the Dubai visa, the famous Dubai visa. Yeah, that came up earlier in the week, and in the travel community, we're like, guys, we moved on, please. And again, we didn't even take it seriously because the announcement didn't come from the UAE government. So when a few hours later it was debunked and the 640K amount withdrawn, we just knew that it won't come back full circle. Yeah, so we're watching with bated breath, but actually we got some approvals yesterday for Nigerians that are over 45 years. Yeah, the Dubai government is giving the approvals, but of course, with the regular requirements, data page, photograph, bank statements, but of course, you must be over 40 to consider. Anybody below that, at the moment, we are still watching and hoping that things get better. But we moved on. People are exploring Qatar now, exploring Lebanon, and other countries in the Middle East. And Dubai is just a plan B, C, D, E, F. So yeah, we're good.
Okay. Well, still about some interesting things I came across and what's making rounds. So there was a recent meeting on Thursday that was held. It was the 8th annual general meeting of the National Association of Tour Operators, and that was held in Ilorin. So there was an interesting comment that was made by Miss Ade Johnson. That's the tourism minister, Miss Lola Ade Johnson, and she said that insecurity, despite the challenge of insecurity, that it should not, in her words, I'm just going to quote it now. This meeting here helps us to express what we have in Nigeria. We are not creating the experiences we should create. Forget the security challenge in Nigeria. Every country has security issue, and don't allow the problem of insecurity discourage you from promoting Nigeria. I wanted to say something, but first, do you have anything to say to that?
She's 100% correct. As a matter of fact, security is the least of our problems in terms of tourism promotion. What is the major issue is perception and media promotions and marketing and image laundering. That is it. Because, see, the most visited country in the world, that's France. We all know that France is the headquarters of protests across the world. They're followed by Spain. Even in the UK, where Nigerians are rushing to, we all saw the protests that happened yesterday in Leeds. The kids that were extracted by social services simply because, let me go into details. But the point is, Nigerian security challenges are not unique. So the first question we should be asking ourselves is, what is the marketing or the chief marketing officer of the country doing at the moment? And that's the president and all the ministers and everyone. As a matter of fact, think of a country like Rwanda, which has a high ease of doing business. In fact, going to Rwanda is visa-free for all Africans. And guess what? Rwandans coming to Nigeria still have to pay visa fee to arrive in Nigeria, even though we go there, without paying for visas. So imagine that capacity to reciprocate. Even Mauritius, we go there and we don't have to pay for visas. So you first open up your country to African countries that have that bilateral or that goodwill towards visa-free or visa arrival. Let's start with that first. So security is the least of our problems. So I support her 100%, and I think the people in that cabinet should listen to her and they should implement it from the Nigerian immigration, Nigerian customs, and everybody involved in ensuring that we at least even get our own African brothers to get into Nigeria easily. The cost of visa on arrival and visa applications into Nigeria is too exorbitant. It doesn't make any sense. Yeah.
I hear what you're saying. I feel like if I should lay it all on the table, my thoughts, that is, we're probably going to turn this into a Lagos Talks or a Freshly Pressed. But we are not going to do that. We're not going to do that.
Sure, because the fact that security is a challenge. And like I told you last time, we have Russians, Chinese, Americans coming daily to the country to explore not just Southwest. We are taking them to the east, southeast, same southeast. They are going to the north. They are going to Adamawa. They are going to Kano, Core North, Benin Kelby, Katsina, to explore our culture. So are they not discerning travelers? These are people that know. But because we promise them that just come, you'll be fine. And they've always been fine. You get, so it is real, but it is not as so much a problem that will now buckle under that weight just because we're trying to be lazy. Come on, let's do the real work and we'll be fine. Yeah.
Like I said, we'll try not to make this a Lagos Talks. All right, so let's talk about the Oshogbo Festival and some other festivals that happen here in Nigeria, the beautiful motherland. Or is it fatherland now? And motherland. What it is. If Nigeria is motherland, what is Africa?
Our fatherland. Africa.
It's the other way around. In your anthem, the formal anthem, what did you sing?
What part? Arise, you compatriots. Is it the first or second stanza?
Nigeria's Kalube.
Serve our fatherland. We love and strength.
No, you're breezing past the bone of contention. There, you said it was fatherland. Yeah.
I see that anthem has been thrown into the dustbin of history. We are now trying to remake history and now say Africa is our fatherland, but Nigeria is because Nigeria gave back. Yeah, so Africa is like a father that has many wives. So 54 wives.
Interesting.
Exactly.
Interesting point of view. All right, we'll move on. Okay, so let's talk about the Osun Osogbo Festival. Before now, I know that it was your suggestion, definitely part of it, and I am intrigued about. Have you been to this festival before, or have you had folks go to it before?
Oh yes. Osun Osogbo Festival is a 14-day festival held in August each year. So it's holding in a couple of weeks, and it culminates from the first day to the climax into a massive procession from the Ataoja's palace, right, to the main Osun shrine, where rituals with the sacred objects are carried by the Aruba, that's the Virgin, to that river goddess, and that is, prayers are offered. So it's literally a festival that reestablishes a connection between the town and the Osun River, because that river is, and the goddess in it is being revered by the Osun people. Now, the beauty of this festival is the fact that it draws people from across the world. Brazil, South American countries, the US, China, and you have people who are coming to get converted and get inducted into the Osun cult and the entire experience. It's really massive, and they have this atupa, this lamp.
Atupa olójú mẹ́rìndínlógún.
Correct. Yeah, deep. That's 16, correct?
Yeah, 16.
Correct. So you have that spectacle, and then the Virgin carrying the calabash and people thronging the entire atmosphere, the entire place. It's just surreal. And the fact that it's also a forest of art and sculpture. So if you're going for the first time, you are seeing a landmass which has been dedicated to not just the worship of the Osun River and the Osun goddess, but also to celebrate the uniqueness of Nigerian and Southwest Nigeria's heart. So really, it's something everyone looks forward to, because also, of course, you get tourism dollars, people visit, people stay in hotels, people get to eat, people get to buy lots of food, lots of souvenirs, lots of artworks, and it's usually a melting point really for cultural enthusiasm around the world. And please note that the Oshogbo sacred forest itself, which hosts the grove and the shrine and the cult home, because each time we take our tourists, they tell us that there are some places you cannot pass through. That is left for the Ogboni cult people, that is, unless you are a member or not get inducted. So there are some places that are sacred, you're not allowed to pass through. But really, it's a very interesting experience, and everyone who wants to explore and just to whet their appetite, just see something new, something majestic, I think that visit is worth its while. 14 days. I choose to go on the last 2 days or last 3 days and start from the beginning. Yeah, different activities on each day.
So one of the things there is one of the eye-catching things there has to do with the appearance of the Eyo the masquerade. You ever seen that in their full display before?
Oh, did you say Eyo? The same Eyo from Lagos?
Yeah.
No. Why am I not?
You tend to have you've not seen pictures. I've seen I was surprised as well. I've seen pictures and videos before. You said the masquerade there.
Yeah, masquerades, but I don't think Eyo appears at Osun Osogbo. Do they?
I was surprised, unless maybe somebody has mixed up something else, but it was so they have an official website where you can catch up on the details. You would see it right there. You can check it out. That was why I had to ask you if you have ever experienced it or you have seen it yourself. Okay.
No, I haven't. It's shocking to me, because Eyo is peculiar to Lagos. It's rare to have that guest appearance, and if it happens,
well, that's why it's a guest appearance.
Featuring.
That's why it's a guest appearance.
Because the Eyo doesn't just come out like that. The Eyo masquerade is very unique to Lagos people, and we have had tourists ask us that, guys, I'm asking for the Eyo Festival, what is happening this year? I will tell them, Eyo Festival is not an annual festival. It happens at specific periods in history. Either a king dies, either someone's about to be enthroned, something major has to happen. It's not a routine, So it's very special, and I'm surprised. But again,
they act as it. So it's like a delegation from Lagos State. The spirits are visiting the other spirits, so they come and around will come and visit the around that are doing the stuff there. For real, I was surprised myself. So yeah,
that makes sense. That would be like a reunion of spirits and of gods and masquerades. That would be nice. While we, the mortals and the terrestrial beings, watch the celestials, have fellowship. Oh my God.
You're listening to Fantastic Voyage right here on Smooth 98.1, and I can assure you it's not about masquerades. It's about different festivals, events, and things that you can go witness and be a part of if you are a fan of such. Now, I'm thinking for someone, and the person says, "You mentioned so many spiritual and religious things," and this person says, I am wary of it. So, who are the people that can attend? Is there any form of religious higgy haga that can go in there? When I say higgy haga, I'm just kidding. But in terms of faith, if your faith is very dear to you, or should you stay back, or are there some rituals that they make tourists go through, or it's okay for you to just watch from the back end?
Okay, before that, just to confirm our conversation earlier, I've checked the website right now. There's a delegation of Eyo masquerade from Lagos. You're very correct. So representing the spirits of the dead from Lagos and visiting the living in Osun State. Now, coming back to your question about individuals, regular Nigerians, Christians, Muslims, and other religion adherents who are scared of being inducted or being initiated without the approval. Please note that that entire location is a UNESCO heritage site. So it is an educational and scientific environment whereby they recognize the importance of people who just want to come to learn and to acquire knowledge and to get exposed to the culture of the Yorubas and the Oshun people in particular. So please note that you will not be required to go through any initiation, not be required to commit money if you don't want to. Each time we go visiting with tourists, these women, there's some women who, there's some Ogoni women also. They're just there, they're like, we pray for you, God bless you, this. Do you have anything to give to us? That is voluntary as well. You get, so you are not required, you will not be penalized, they won't come to you at night to warn you your dream. And we beg for money, you only give us 500 instead of 1K. No. So I can assure you, they know that there are people that are just curious that want to just get exposed to new culture, to new learnings. And if you are in the course of being yourself and being adventurous within that environment, wandering into parts that are not for the public, they will tell you that no, sorry, you cannot go here. This is where the public can stay. When it's getting dark, okay, the bunnies and the main cult leaders are now coming. Everyone now has to go home. So it's very organized, very professional, and even Christians and Muslims also work there. So their professional staff, people that remember the Oshogbo Grove is managed and regulated by the National Commission of Museum and Monuments. So it is not just a bush or one shrine that is open to the elements. It is controlled and protected by the federal government. So you are safe, you are fine, and you will certainly have a swell time. In fact, during this period, we have students from different schools also attend as part of their social studies, geography, or other courses that they learn, and from universities as well. So please feel free to visit and get exposed to learn more about your heritage. It's always a very rewarding experience.
Still on that, so if someone is not aware of a number of things, I imagine that it can get them into trouble. So are there some do's and don'ts, some taboos, and some lines you shouldn't cross if you are going to be visiting, or you should just stay close to the procession and ask people around?
Yes, it's important that you don't do PDA during that, and that simply means public. Yes, because the gods are being worshipped. So that's not a place where you go for honeymoon posting and you're with your boo or with your just old hands and just, so you have to, it's a sober environment. Yeah, so don't be too excited and feel like, well, not like anything happened to you, but you will feel weird and people will look at you in a way and you might feel uncomfortable. So that's one. Why did I even start with that, by the way? Okay, number one, please, no PDA, less or nothing. That's one. little or no PDA. Number two, dress appropriately. I mean, you're supposed to be fully covered during this festival because they are honoring the god of the river Osun, and the lady, that is the virgin lady that carries the ritual or the calabash with the offering. She's not just a virgin, it also conveys to everyone there that chastity is honored and still honored in our day and time. And if the goddess that is being worshipped deserves that, then everyone also, even though we don't say we are all virgins, but at least be pious, be sober, have some sort of sobriety when coming there. So really, that's it. Nothing too deep. As long as you don't wander into the forest, and there are clear paths. It's a very big place, and you will see soldiers and also tour guides and everyone that will tell you what to do, just in case you feel like you're out of place. But you'll be fine, as always.
Okay. Still on that, what about food? Is it okay for you to eat anything? Because I remember coming across a tweet from someone, and now I can't fully quote it because I don't remember the specifics, but I think she was talking about how she traveled to a certain town, and not everybody, it was a taboo for you to eat corn in that town simply because it's a taboo for the king of the land. So if you want to eat the corn, you can eat it in the confines of your house, but you cannot eat it outside. And I was shocked. So are there some things you should not be seen eating, or some things you should not even think about eating?
Okay. At the shrine and at the entire grove, you are not fully restricted to eating because you won't even be comfortable eating in the environment. I mean, aside the procession and the entire, ceremony, flamboyant and all that, there are monkeys flying around that you can.
Those things are notorious.
Oh, and they're also friendly as well. They put for cameras and all that. So before you get in, there are vendors that are selling bananas and all that you can buy, and then you can eat bananas and then you just throw and give to the monkeys. But really, whatever you are not supposed to eat, they won't sell it there. And it's in fact, when you arrive there, because the distance from the main gate to the group itself is like a 5 minutes drive. It's long, so you're entering. Man, that place is beautiful and it's so majestic. So you yourself, you not, if you are hungry, you will drop your food in the car and you just want to soak it in and then take it in and enjoy. Food will be the last thing in your mind, I can assure you, at that place. So don't worry. But in case you are hungry and find yourself bringing something to eat, if it is forbidden, there are very nice tour guides around that will just prompt you to keep it. But yeah, it's a very, very calm and cool place actually. I remember also the gods also eat a lot. So there are lots of different spots where they put ebo. Ebo is a calabash full of. So they are feeding the gods every day. So don't worry, just but they tell you, yeah, can we give this to the gods? Oh, my son, bring it. Let us take it inside. Maybe they and the gods will share it. So see, no stress. Just come as you are and enjoy yourself at the beautiful group.
Okay, so for someone who wants to go, because you mentioned that it's in August and August is almost upon us. For someone who wants to go, in terms of the trip, the planning, the accommodation, the journey back and forth, what would you advise?
Oh, it's a very adventurous road trip. I mean, from Lagos, we are taking off from Lagos to Oshogbo. It's a 3-hour ride. So I recommend taking off in the morning, 6, 7, 8. You are there by noon, And in fact, the last time we went on one of our many trips, we were supposed to spend the night at one of the best hotels there. And of course, Oshogbo also has very lovely hotels. The most expensive one there is 70,000 naira per night, night hotel, and there's some other ones there. yeah, Adolak and some other ones. But please feel free to, and if you can afford a chopper, of course, in 1 hour, 2.5 hours, you land in Oshogbo. But again, please, the roads. This is the part where we need to be honest. Those roads between Oshogbo, Ife, and Ibadan. Hey, you are literally doing carries and you're escaping potholes. So you're not driving. So it is such that your driver must be professional and you should not overspeed. So that you don't get your tires busted. Those roads are really bad. But between Lagos and Ibadan, lovely roads. But yeah. But then it's not like bad, but it can be better, you know. But then
Hold on. When was the last time you visited?
This was about 2 weeks ago.
Ah, okay. Just needed to confirm that to be sure. I can't remember the last time I went to Osun State. I think the last time I was there was when I went to collect my certificate. And since then, I've not been there. And that was when, 10 years or 11 years ago.
Yeah, OG. Come on. OG before the IG.
And since then, I've not been there. I didn't even go for my own convocation ceremony. It's that bad.
Wow. Did I go for mine? Yes, I did. I came from Benin that year. I went back to camp. Okay. So
all right now.
The road is good and please feel free to explore, but get the SUV. If you also do public transport, you enjoy it. There are different stops across along the road to get some wara, get Dodo Ikire, get
Akara.
I
missed it.
Yeah. Yes,
I missed it.
So really don't rush, because for us it's not about the destination, it's about the journey. So just enjoy. And also there will be times when police will stop your car, like you should bring collect paper. Don't be upset. Just smile. Hello, how are you? Because you're on a journey. So don't approach that journey with anxiety and anticipation that something will happen. You'll be fine. You'll go and return in peace.
All day, every day, I'm a fan of road trips. So make sure that you have the best experience. Like Sam already told you, get those snacks on the road and put them inside your car, especially since it's time for the groundnuts now. The boiled groundnuts, put them, the ikire, absolutely lovely. Put them in your car, eat them on the road, just have a good time and you'll be fine. Okay, that's the show for today. Next week, we'll continue with, you mentioned a festival in the northern part of Nigeria.
Durbar Festival.
The what?
Durbar.
Durbar. Where does that happen?
Durbar.
Where does that happen?
Wrong. Yeah, it happens. So Durbar happens
somewhere
around April, May, or September, thereabout. But it also happens during the June layer period, Yeah, so it happens. Yeah, we had one during that period as well, the June period, and then we have the Agogo Fishing Festival in Katsina as well. Yeah.
Okay. So that happens in Kano.
In Kano, yes, Kano Durbar.
All right then. Okay. So we'll explore that some other time. But for now, thank you for being a part of the show. And we hope that you have a lovely time if you choose to go for the Osun Osogbo Festival. Be safe. And like we said again, have the best of it. Enjoy and make memories. And if you do take pictures as a result of the recommendation that we have given to you, tag us on Instagram at Smooth91FM. Let us know that, hey, I went for the Osun Osogbo Festival and this was what I did. So let us know and we'll be in the comment section where you can check out Sam on social media at
Travel with Sam Global on Instagram, on Facebook, and on Twitter. I can also send us a WhatsApp message on 0803 442 1195. Thank you.
Okay, the great music that takes you or that take you way back will continue on Casbah because it's Golden Oldies. It's Friday. That's what we do every Friday on Casbah. So I hope you stay tuned and you enjoy. And in the 3 o'clock hour, we'll be taking roll call messages. My name is Oluwaseun.
world and discover amazing